Kentucky safety Mike Edwards will be on the most intriguing names for NFL talent evaluators leading up to the 2019 NFL Draft. The senior from Cincinnati is a Swiss Army knife capable of filling several different roles for whichever team announces his name at the end of April. Edwards was cross-trained as a nickel cornerback and free safety in Lexington as well as the recent Reese's Senior Bowl. The Chargers and Bengals like me at safety. The Broncos like me at nickel. Different teams like me at different positions. The Senior Bowl, I did practice reps at safety but I was mostly at the nickel because they like me in the nickel. During the game, I played straight nickel. I can play wherever. I can play corner, did some reps at corner. My versatility is what makes me who I am, Edwards told Catspaws.com. The idea of returning punts has also been discussed. His importance to the Wildcats prevented him from special teams work, but it will make him more appealing to teams. His skill sets have transitioned from one position to another. It just always became fluent with me because I played all kinds of different positions growing up, offense, defense and special teams. It is just my ability, I guess. I got the instincts and ability to play wherever. You have to be able to tackle as a safety. You have to be able to cover as a corner. I can do all of it. That's what I pride myself on. I try not to limit myself into doing one thing. The same versatility should allow him to see the field early. It is going to impact it greatly. I feel like coming into a team, it will help out really well. If certain teams need a safety, I can play safety. If certain teams need a corner, I can play corner, nickel, whatever. I am not limited to one position. Somebody might play safety but they can't play corner, or someone might be able to play corner but they can't play safety. I feel like I can play wherever they need me to. If someone gets hurt, I can jump to play safety or come back to nickel. It's different things like that where my versatility improves, where I might get drafted. Any team that selects him will be getting his athleticism as well as an insatiable work ethic to match. Dedication, he said of what teams will receive by placing their faith in him. I'm always dedicated to my team. Hardworking. Just someone who is reliable. I'm not one to get into trouble. Just a really reliable playmaker. I make a lot of plays wherever I am on the field. I'm going to bring some wins to whichever team I go to. Kentucky defensive backs coach Stephen Clinkscale carries high praise for Edwards. He will be a great NFL player as long as he continues to work at it and continue to grow. Mike has a really good feel for the game. He is a natural. You get one or two of those guys in your career that are just naturally gifted, understanding the game, and Mike is one of those guys. He plays so effortless. He makes big plays because it comes so natural to him. Cornerback teammate Lonnie Johnson previously told Catspaws.com that he believes he is the best cornerback in the 2019 NFL Draft. Edwards believes he stacks up well with the players at his position as well. I feel like I'm definitely one of the best DBs in this draft. I give credit where credit is due. That is one of the reasons I came back for my senior season, because I felt like there were some players that were going to get picked up before me. There were a lot of great DBs getting picked up last year. This year, I feel like my tape, what I've been doing the last 4 years and what I've produced and put on film, I just feel like my skill set is better than most of the guys in this draft. I may get overshadowed because of where I played or my size or speed or whatever. At the end of the day, we are playing football. We are not running track. Stats don't lie. When you look at my stats, look at my film, there is more on tape than anybody getting drafted DB-wise, Clinkscale agrees. There is no substitute for on-field production. The coach offered one thing that he would want teams to know about his draft-eligible defensive back. One thing, put on the film. Mike makes plays. He is a tough football player. People think because of his appearance or his size, maybe he's not physical enough or aggressive enough. He is a tough football player. He has played more snaps than anybody in our secondary. I hardly ever took him off the field. He is vital to our success. We wouldn't have been the same team without him. He is naturally gifted. Mike is tough and he plays hard. When the lights are on, he is going to show up. Edwards credits his improvement to Klink Scale and head coach Mark Stoops. They're good coaches. Coach Klink came in my sophomore, junior year. I always had good coaches. Klink was a good coach. He always had us right. He was a good player's coach. He always cares about how you felt, on the field, off the field. Stoops, he is a phenomenal coach. It is one of the reasons that I came here. His background and what he did. He is a DB guy. He's had a lot of first-round picks get drafted. Me and Stoops, we grew a great bond over the years. They are two great coaches. In today's NFL, teams are passing the ball around at record rates. It is a great opportunity for a defensive back like Edwards. I love it. The DB coach that I work with, he was telling me they used to carry 7 DBs on a team, but now with all of the passing, they play nickel, dime, they run 6 or 7 DBs at a time on the field. It is definitely good. I can play a lot more. It is definitely good that they pass more in the NFL and carry a lot more DBs. It has not all been positive news for the Ohio native. He suffered a broken thumb during the Reese's Senior Bowl when he was attempting to tackle the quarterback on a read option. 3 screws were inserted into his thumb, which has limited his ability to work out. The injury is expected to take 3 more weeks to heal, which means that he will not participate in workouts at the NFL Combine. He will be in Indianapolis to partake in interviews with teams. He is expecting to take part in Kentucky's Pro Day, which is expected to occur towards the end of March. In the meantime, he is in Pensacola, Florida training with former teammates Josh Allen and the aforementioned Johnson at Exos training. Surrounded by teammates, the pre-draft process might be a bit more comfortable for Edwards than some other players. Towards the end of the interview, Edwards yelled down to Johnson, who was passing by outside on his way to a beach workout. Senior strong safety Darius West, Johnson and Edwards were also together at the Reese's Senior Bowl. Allen had been invited, and he initially accepted, but elected against attending because of his projection as a top pick. Edwards is a Broncos fan. Denver was the first team that he spoke with at the Reese's Senior Bowl. Johnson noted Broncos general manager John Elway, to whom Edwards and teammates jokingly refer to as the defensive back's uncle, standing on the sideline. He alerted his teammate. Even other teams, they were like, "I heard you're a big Broncos fan," and I was like, "Yeah, I am. Whoever takes me, I'm going to be a fan of them," he finished. Edwards is currently projected as a 2nd or 3rd round selection by most outlets. Over the last 3 years, he has recorded 278 tackles, 21 pass deflections, 1.5 sacks, a forced fumble and 9 interceptions. As a senior, he recorded 82 tackles, 6 pass deflections, a forced fumble and 2 interceptions.